Pikmin 4 took the series' tradition of exploring the planet only during the daytime and flipped it on its head. For the first time in the series, we can finally explore the planet at night and see what our tiny little friends are up to after hours. Throughout the campaign, we meet and battle many leaflings, explorers who succumbed to the planet's toxic conditions and became Pikminized. While it's fun to humiliate them at the Dandori battles, it's our job to be the heroes we are and cure them of their illnesses. And how do we do that exactly? Night missions. After rescuing the doctor of the Rescue Corps, Yanni, we unlock the Night Expeditions option at the Rescue Corps base. The basic way these expeditions work is we select a map from Yanni as well as one of the landing sites, and our goal is to protect that thing over there that looks like the volcano I made in 3rd grade, aka the luminol, which secretes this weird Nickelodeon slime looking juice if it survives the night. So while making use of the new glow Pikmin, we essentially play a short tower defense style game of life and death in order to protect the luminol. This is without a doubt a novel concept. I mean, what Pikmin fan didn't want to experience PNF 404 at night? In practice though, these levels aren't much to write home about. They just feel like a chore to do, and in my opinion, they don't add much to the overall Dandori experience. First, they take one full day to complete, adding at least 16 days to a 100% run. No way around that. And they feel so samey as well. Sure, there's some missions that have you protecting 2 luminols instead of 1, but even after completing them all, there's not one of these missions that feels particularly memorable. They all kinda just blend together for me. Let's talk about the glow Pikmin for a sec. These guys are neat. They essentially function the same as Bulbmin, having no elemental weaknesses, except Gloom of course, making them a bit broken if you use them during the normal daytime expeditions. If you even remember to use them, that is. Since your glow Pikmin numbers reset for each mission, the way we propagate them is by collecting these starbit looking things and bringing them over to the luminol. Fun fact, the glow pellets, starbits, and a few other Nintendo game crystals are all based off the Japanese candy Konpieto. Every 3 pellets that the luminol receives equals 1 glow Pikmin. It's a fun system that really lets you decide how much time you want to dedicate to growing your numbers before, or even while the action is happening. I guess you could say this is how they implemented Dandori into the night missions. Glow Pikmin also have a cool new mechanic that helps especially during these missions, being that they auto-teleport back to the player if left idle or after finishing a task. This is essential to night missions, because without it, I don't even know how these missions would be played. It's that integral to the gameplay. They also switch automatically depending on if you're playing as Ochi or your custom character. Neato! We can't forget about their special charge attack too. If you hold the X button and let them form this huge energy ball, they'll stun any enemy and obliterate them before they even know it hit them. It almost feels like that one anime with the really long fights. Kamehameha! Now that that's out of my system, let's go over what I think would have improved these missions. Number 1, I think they should have been implemented with your normal exploration more. I mean, since we're literally exploring the planet after hours, why couldn't we have just continued from our daytime gameplay? I get that this would be a bit of an abusive work practice, with our character already working 12-hour days, but I want it anyway, gosh darn it. Now I understand lore-wise that this wouldn't totally work, since the normal Pikmin are unusable at night. Instead, maybe we could have them return to the Onion and find glow Pikmin throughout the maps. If we did things this way, we could avoid the night missions taking entire days to complete, and we could also see some dynamic changes to the map as well. We've always been told that nocturnal creatures come out at night, right? Maybe we could have some exclusive enemies. Maybe these could have their own hazards as well. Poison chip damage, anyone? What about hazards from the weather? We have rain already, so why not a thunderstorm? It would add an element of randomness to the elemental hazards that we haven't seen before, and it isn't too weird considering that players can literally smite each other during Dandori battles. While I do think this is a lot to ask for, I think it'd fit the gameplay pretty well. It'd add an extra layer of variety and unpredictability that I think the night missions need. Nighttime has always been such an untouchable territory in Pikmin for years, so it should live up to the hype. Bring it on, Nintendo! I want y'all to instill the fear of God in me. I want to press that reset button. With all that said, I want to be clear that the night missions don't negatively impact my thoughts on Pikmin 4 that much. I wish they were better, but that'd just be a cherry on top of an already fantastic game. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta go try some of those glow pellets, cause those look tasty as hell.